Hello, and welcome to Chippewa Valley Technical College. This presentation is designed to give you program-specific information as you prepare to register for your courses. There are two liberal arts advisors. We work in the Academic Advising, Student Success, and Career Development Office. Your advisor is based on the first letter of your last name. Diane Hosler is the advisor for all liberal arts students with the last name beginning with A through N. Shannon Waterhouse is the advisor for all students with last names beginning with O through Z. Our contact information will be provided on the final slide. Much of the information that I will cover today is on our Academic Advising website. This is a great resource if you have general questions. You can link to this webpage from MyCVTC by clicking on the Student Services and Support link and selecting Academic Advising. Please look on the right hand of the page for a link to your program-specific information, including advising tips and the program requirements sheet. If you do not have a program requirements sheet in front of you, please pause this presentation. Return to the presentation when you have a program requirements sheet so you can follow along with the information. Your program requirements sheet is your contract with CVTC. You'll see at the top right which semester the sheet is effective for. You can locate the program requirement sheet in MyCVTC under your program. You'll see liberal arts core classes all have course numbers where the first three digits, the subject numbers, begin with an 8, and the second three digits, the course numbers, begin with a 2. All liberal arts courses are 200 level courses because of their transferability to the partner institutions. Before you begin planning your schedule, please make sure that you are checking for course prerequisites. You can view the course prerequisite by clicking on the course in Search Course Offerings. This will bring up a detailed class information. In addition to prerequisites, you can see the breakdown of course fees as well as a link to the course description. If you have taken a course at another college that meets a prerequisite, you should see your advisor so we can assist you with registration. You may have received a letter in the mail talking about the Tailwind Placement Exam. Are you wondering if you need to take it? The answer is maybe. Our admissions application no longer requires a minimum placement score for entrance into the liberal arts program. However, some of our English, math, and science courses do have minimum scores or prerequisites required. One way that we place students into these courses is through scores on the Tailwind Placement Exam. The Tailwind Placement Exam is the same placement exam used by the UW system schools. This exam can be used to place students into liberal arts level courses in English, math, and science. We also offer the placement exam for Spanish. Students are allowed 2 attempts on the exam. The initial cost for the exam is $25 to be paid at the time of testing. Repeats of any section of the test cost $10. Students intending to repeat the exam will need to complete Tailwind exam prep with academic services and provide verification of individual test preparation prior to testing a second time. For more information about the Tailwind assessment and to schedule an appointment, you may go online at www.cvtc.edu/assessment or call 715-833-6200. If you believe that you will need accommodations for this exam, please contact Disability Services. In order to register for 801-219 English Composition 1, students must provide evidence of meeting the course prerequisite. English prerequisites can be met through multiple measures. If a student has met a satisfactory score on the ACT English or Writing, Compass, or AccuPlacer, and we have those scores on file, the student will be able to register for the course. To see the individual assessment requirements, you can click on the course in Search Course Offerings and view the listing under Prerequisites. Students can also place into the course by having a high school GPA of a 2.6 or higher. If a student cannot provide either a test score or a high school GPA, there are additional options for placing into the course. A student can take the Tailwind English placement and achieve a score of 40. Students who do not place with a score can also choose to take one of the following options. Take a faculty enhanced section of 801-219 English Composition 1 or 808-114 Integrated Reading and Writing as a prerequisite to the course. If you are interested in taking the faculty enhanced section of English Composition 1, please contact your advisor. Students planning on taking liberal arts math courses will need to meet a suitable placement score on the Tailwind Placement Assessment. Students also have the option to enroll in 804-118 Intermediate Algebra with Apps to meet the course prerequisite for quantitative reasoning, college algebra, or statistics, instead of taking the Tailwind Placement exam. If you are interested in taking a liberal arts science course, there are a few courses that have math prerequisites. Principles of General Chemistry requires intermediate algebra or a suitable score on the Tailwind Math Placement. Principles of General Physics requires college algebra or a suitable score on the Tailwind Math Placement. If you believe that you took any of the course prerequisites at another college, please discuss this with your advisor. The liberal arts program houses students with a variety of goals. The majority of students within this program have the intention of transferring to a four-year university. CVTC has partnered with UW-Eau Claire, UW River Falls, and UW Stout to ensure CVTC students can maximize their time here and the transferability of courses. If it is your plan to graduate from the liberal arts program, you will need to complete all 64 required credits for graduation. This includes courses in English, speech, social science, health and wellness, diversity and ethnic studies, math, science, and foreign language. Elective credits from the previous categories can make up the remaining necessary credits. A minimum 2.0 cumulative program GPA is required in order to graduate. If it is your plan to transfer from the liberal arts program, it is very important for you to meet with your academic advisor at CVTC and a representative at the university you plan to transfer to. In the end, it is the four-year university that knows what credits will transfer directly into the major you intend to pursue. So communicating with them early will maximize the transferability of your CVTC classes. If you're unsure about how to start this process, please set up a meeting with your academic advisor by calling the Academic Advising Student Success and Career Development Department at 715-833-6346. Many of you listening to this presentation have the end goal of transferring to a four-year university. The first step in this process will be choosing what four-year school you would like to transfer to. Be sure that they offer the program you're seeking. Every school will have a transfer coordinator or advisor to work with students that come in with credits. Connect with this advisor to find out admission requirements to their school and the individual program you would like to be in. The university advisor will be able to tell you what courses at CVTC will transfer in for their university and program requirements. Looking at the image of a funnel, you can get a feel for your course options as a student that will transfer. Your first semester, you have a good number of classes to choose from to fulfill requirements for your next institution. As you move forward each semester, the amount of classes that can be used towards your bachelor's degree becomes narrower and narrower. This is all dependent on what program you choose to major in. Bottom line is that it's very important to meet with both your CVTC and university transfer advisor. If you're unsure about how to start this process, please set up a meeting with your academic advisor. The University of Wisconsin system has a website called the Transfer Information System, or TIS. TIS is a great resource to do research on what courses will transfer between colleges and universities and determining equivalent courses. This site is to be used as a resource and guide, but not as a source of final decisions. Like every website, information may not be kept up to date as program and university requirements change. It is still best to meet with a university representative to get in writing what courses you should take here at CVTC and how they will transfer. CVTC works closely with our three UW partner schools, UW-Eau Claire, UW Stout, and UW River Falls. We have general transfer guides for each one of these universities linked on the Liberal Arts program page located in My CVTC. To learn more about the programs they offer and how the courses you select at CVTC will transfer into a specific major at the receiving institution, please contact a transfer coordinator at the UW or college of your choice. We strongly encourage you to spend time visiting any prospective school that you are considering. Know you want to transfer but not sure where to start? Consider taking advantage of one of the Transfer 101 workshops designed to be an interactive experience where you will learn the steps required to successfully transfer from CVTC. Students will have time to create their own transfer timeline and to-do list with the assistance of a liberal arts advisor. Registration for the workshop is available online in My CVTC under Student Services and Support. As a CVTC student, one of the services available to you is Career Services. There are a number of opportunities for you. If you are unsure about what program to choose, start with one of our Career Exploration workshops, which utilizes results from the Kudu online career assessment. We also have workshops geared toward creating your resume and cover letter, interviewing, and job search assistance. You can schedule an appointment with a career services specialist to get one-on-one assistance. To schedule an appointment, contact the Academic Advising, Student Success, and Career Development Office at 715-833-6346 or stop down to the Business Education Center, room 113. It is important to know your status with financial aid. Utilize the instructions on this slide to see if an award has been processed for you. If you do not have financial aid, you will need to set up a payment plan or pay your bill by the current payment date posted in SIS. I want to make sure you understand the 150% policy and other financial aid policies that could potentially affect you as a student here at CVTC. Financial aid can pay for 150% of the credits needed to complete your program. For a 60-credit program, this means that you can take 30 extra credits outside of what is published on your program requirement sheet. Extra credits include any course not used in your program, unsuccessful attempts of courses, course repeats, and preparatory courses. If you are a new loan borrower, the length of your program is now examined by financial aid. Financial aid will award subsidized loans for 150% of your 2-year program, so 3 years. For a 1-year technical diploma, this would be 3 semesters. If you have questions about financial aid, start with contacting Student Central at 715-833-6200. The Liberal Arts program is unique in that all of the courses are 200-level classes. This is because they have been designed as transfer-friendly courses. SIS will not allow you to register for 100-level courses that have a liberal arts 200-level equivalent. You are always safe for financial aid and your program if you only take necessary supporting courses and 200-level courses listed on your program requirement sheet. If you are a veteran, you will always need to take 200-level courses for funding reasons. For any questions, see Deb Lodwikowski's contact information on your screen. She is the most knowledgeable person on our campus about your funding. The MyCVTC homepage provides you quick access to the Student Information System, or SIS, the Student Handbook, academic calendars, important dates, upcoming events, and Student Central. You can also find information on how to register, paying for college, advising and campus resources. This is a great place to reference when you have questions or want quick links to navigate the website. You can access your email, E360, and knowledge base from this as well. There are 2 ways to search for classes, through Search Course Offerings and through SIS. If you search using Search Course Offerings located under the Records and Registration tab in MyCVTC, you will want to take note of the CRN number of the section you want. This will then need to be added into the registration worksheet in SIS. If you search for courses within SIS, you can populate your worksheet with CRNs directly. I personally prefer searching through Search Course Offerings because I think it's easy to read the information about each class, but you can choose whichever way is easiest for you. As you start planning what classes to take, it's important to understand what you're looking at. Courses at CVTC are identified 2 ways. One way is their course number. A course number is a 6-digit number with a hyphen. You'll see liberal arts core classes all have course numbers where the first 3 digits, the subject numbers, begin with an 8, and the second 3 digits, the course numbers, begin with a 2. The second highlighted number on this slide is the course registration number, or CRN. This 5-digit number is what you use to register because it identifies the dates and time that particular course meets. Look to the far end of the image. Do you see where it lists the campus the course takes place on? This particular course takes place in River Falls. SIS will not stop you from registering for courses on different campuses, so please make sure to check which campus the class takes place on when registering. You will also want to consider what format the classes are taught in. How do you learn best? Face-to-face is a traditional classroom setting where you'll come to campus for each class hour. Hybrid classes include 1 or 2 days a week where you come to campus for class, but the other half of the work can be done online. Online classes are convenient, but sometimes take more time than face-to-face classes. Telepresence classes are live classes where the instructor is teaching to multiple campuses at one time through telepresence technology in the classrooms. Before you register, check for holds and transfer credit if you attended CVTC previously. If there is a hold on your account, you will be unable to register until it has been resolved. Schedule planning grids are available to help you plan your class schedule. As you look at course options, consider the advantage of having time between classes on campus to complete assignments, utilize office hours and academic services, prepare for exams, and see your academic advisor with questions. The schedule you end up may not be perfect, but make sure it's one that you can work with for 16 weeks. You will register through SIS by following the instructions on the slide. You will add the course registration number or CRN of each class you would like to register for in your worksheet. Make sure that you select the correct term and year as you add classes to your schedule. Step-by-step instructions on how to register are also available on page 145 of your student handbook. You have several checklists for reference to make sure you have all of your ducks in a row before classes start. I would encourage everyone to complete as much as you can prior to leaving today. You can view your bill in Cashier Connection. If you have accepted your award from financial aid, you will be able to see this aid applied to your student bill 24 hours after course registration. We would like everyone to print their student detailed schedule before leaving today, which is number 3 on the SIS checklist. This schedule will tell you the date, times, and location of your classes. It is also the schedule you can use to get your student ID card. The fourth option on the checklist in SIS is to see what textbooks are required for your classes. Please contact the CVTC bookstore regarding questions on availability. There are a lot of changes to schedules that take place between now and when classes start. If you didn't get the section you were hoping for, check back regularly to see if the number of students enrolled in the section has changed. You can drop classes up to the Sunday before classes begin without any penalty and can add classes through the first week of the semester. Once classes start, there are consequences if you drop. Please look in your student handbook on page 3 for information on dropping a course, and always come in and ask an advisor before moving forward with the paperwork. As your academic advisors, we are here to help you throughout your time here at CVTC. To make sure you're taking classes that are appropriate for what your goals are, it's important to meet with your advisor at least once a semester. Please feel free to call the number on your screen to set up an appointment to meet about your plan. The Academic Advising Student Success and Career Development Department is located in the Business Education Center in room 113 behind Student Central. Before you leave today, please hand the registration form you were given to an advisor. We hope you have a wonderful and successful semester.